As children, we seem to have this natural, innate ability to learn, develop, and continuously grow. But somehow, as we grow up, as adults, we lose this ability. And especially in organizations, we are trying to reinvent the wheel by finding the best way to bring that innate learning and development in our organizations. So today, I'd like to introduce you to some of those steps and take you all the way back to review the child's way of learning so that we can bring that into our organizations. So here it is, stages of learning and development, child's way. First stage, discovery. As soon as the child starts talking, they will start asking, "What's this?" And they'll be pointing all of the objects in their environment and will be asking, "What's this?" That's the stage where they try to familiarize themselves with their surroundings, with their environments, and really get to know where they are. Second stage, understanding. There is this very exciting change that happens when child starts asking, instead of "What's this?" they start to ask, "Why?" And anything you tell them, they will ask you why. And here is that challenging question, looking for a deeper meaning, trying to understand the underlying reasons for why things the way they are. Why is it that we do what we do? Third stage, new perspectives. And that can be summarized in the child's way, world up. So even though child is small, every now and then they want to have a different perspective. They want to reach things that they maybe physically can't reach themselves, and therefore they reach up and ask to be picked up so they can have different perspective and they can have more than their current abilities or size of their bodies allow them to do. And that is the stage where we are looking for new solutions, for new perspectives, for new ways of seeing and doing things, and for new alternatives, that maybe there is a better way, maybe there is other way. And it's very important that in this stage you reach up to other people and ask for help, as very often limited skills that we have do not necessarily deliver all that we need to change that perspective fully. And then the final stage is the new identity. And that could be summarized in the child's word, no. So there comes a stage where a child does not want to be told anymore what to do and how to do, and develops their own opinion, and their own little egos are not that little anymore. They will tell you what is it that they want, they will tell you what is the best for them, and you enter that stage of accepting them as that new individual with their identity, with their own character. And in organizations, that characterizes that stage where we already develop our own values, behaviors, and culture in organization that then shapes all of the behaviors internally. So all those 4 stages can also be applied to organizational change. And what is very interesting, that as we grow up, we tend to be very impatient and we skip certain stages. So for example, new managers and new leaders, when they transition to new roles or new organizations, very often they skip second stage. And as soon as they just familiarize themselves with the environment, they start to change things without actually trying to understand why we do things the way we do first. And that can have detrimental effect on a culture because we are undermining some very core values of the business that serves the purpose of the business. And just because we don't understand it, it doesn't mean if we don't understand it, we will not be able to make the change efficient and long-lasting. And very often, as we grow up, we forget to ask for help. So that third stage of new perspective and raising your hands and saying, "Up, pick me up, I want new feedback, I want new learnings, I want new resources," we somehow tend to jump from the first stage to the fourth one, and as soon as we familiarize ourselves with the environment, we get our egos too big and start telling others what to do and how to do, instead of understanding the real hidden structures and allowing others to bring their input into the process. So I hope that helps. And if you need any help reviewing systems and structures of learning and development or change in your organization, please do message me, and I am looking forward to answering your questions, and I hope I can help.